Okay, and I do get Lazavik. Another black game and a solid opponent. Not ideal, but you know, we gotta beat some people in order to win the tournament, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, let's go A5. I don't know. I don't know this at all, but I'm just going off of vibes here. At least he's spending a little bit of time. Okay, E3. That's interesting. She does, like, does give me the chance to trade here. Look, Knight of 6. Maybe E3 is a clever move. I'll go. Like, if I had played A5, I might as well just force him to give me that. To give me what I feel like is a good pawn structure. Here, Knight C6. D4, I think I'll go Queen E7. But I am somewhat worse here. Am I not? Yeah, I am somewhat worse. Sometimes going off of vibes is not enough. Pawn sack is too much. Okay, let's go here. Here I want to go knight b8, reroute the knight to a6 after he's gone a3. A3 here is also very sensible. I'm expecting A3 soon. Don't know if it's necessary, but it's definitely Lazavik style. So what to do about this bishop? I think I can go here. B4, I take it. And then bishop G4. I don't think I particularly mind that. I do still have a good blockade. Here, I do allow knight h4. I don't think that's a big deal. Rook c1. Surprising to me. Let's go here. Should play a bit faster, maybe. F5, maybe. It's a bit of a standoff on the queen side for the moment. I feel like this has to be right. E4. 91, I trade, 95. Seems reasonable. I don't love opening up the diagonal for his bishop, but I do get a lot of good squares for my pieces. Maybe I'm allowing f4. Maybe I should have gone rook e8. Yeah, I should not have done. Yeah, I should not have done that. That was quite weak. I think I was better. Now he's kind of equalizing the game. Here, knight h4. I think I got queen e4. And of course, queen f5. I got knight e4. So this should be fine. I mean, in the end game, I would be significantly better. So I think he has to go queen f2. And he does. Queen d3 maybe? Getting knight in here. As soon as he trades, I have a very nice positional advantage. That's what I'm trying to force. And my knight has been idle here for a long time, but as soon as this bishop moves, the knight's got some juicy squares potentially. Maybe he's looking at this. Then I do have rook e3. Don't see a refutation. At least not immediately. What's his idea? Here, and then queen b2. But still just taking queen e4. I don't get it. Okay, so now he wants to trade. You know what? I think I'll actually go here. Knight c5 is coming, then f4. Looks very promising. So I am giving myself an isolated pawn. But I'm also eyeing some very juicy squares. f7 maybe? Yeah, just to protect this pawn in some lines. I think he's got to go knight e6. Try and trade off as many pawns as possible. Either now or very soon. Rook b2 loses an exchange to g5 and then knight d3. So protecting this pawn is a no-go. He has to go here. He's running very, very short on time too. Yeah, this doesn't work. I can just take now. Okay, he wants to sack the exchange. I see that, but it's not gonna be enough, I think. Yeah, I think he has to take here. Yeah. Rook d7, bring the king in. Like, instead of rook b6, maybe he had some small chances if he... Because rook b6 was only, I think, pseudo-active. Maybe he had some small chances if he had kept his rook on b4 and activated his king immediately. But now, this should be all over. Rook a2 seems fine. g4, I think I just go f4. Yeah. Rook e7. Praying for knight f3, king f6. Rook h2 probably wins, but... Let's not do anything too crazy here. Check. He's fighting well. I gotta give him that. But it would take a monumental effort for me for it to be enough. Rook e1 and then rook a2. Yeah. Okay. Not a bad game, I think. Kept the pressure up on the position, on the clock, and he just played a little bit too passively at times.